There are currently 6 active cases of the New World screwworm in the United States. 5 of those are right here in Texas. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jennifer Sanders.
I'm Daniel Marin. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, the Texas Animal Health Commission, and Texas Parks and Wildlife are actively working to stop the spread of the parasitic fly. But Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller is criticizing the efforts, highlighting a divide between Miller and the feds.
And Capitol reporter Dylan McKim spoke with Ag Commissioner candidates who are running to replace Miller in November about how they want to handle the screwworm issue.
Since the reemergence of the New World screwworm in Texas, state and federal officials have stood united in news conferences. But noticeably missing from these updates is Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, who last week told our news team some farmers may not report sightings of the parasitic fly.
If I get a screwworm on my place, I'm going to treat my animal, and I'm not telling anybody because I don't want to be quarantined.
U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins did not hold back her displeasure with Miller's comments during a news conference on Monday.
That is a very unserious comment from a perhaps unserious ag commissioner with just a few months left.
Their biggest rift: how to stop the parasite. Miller has called on Rollins to deploy the screwworm adult suppression system, known as SWAS. It's a toxic fly bait developed in the 1970s to kill the screwworm flies. But the USDA says it's not a solution, instead opting for a sterile fly program that interrupts the fly's reproduction cycle.
There's a right way to go about having a differing opinion, and there's a wrong way. And he definitely has gone about it the wrong way.
Ag Commissioner candidate Nate Sheets beat Miller in the Republican primary in March. Sheets says he does not agree with Miller. Instead, he supports finding faster ways to sterilize flies. Sheets said he spoke about those methods with state and federal officials in Kerrville on Monday.
Part of also being in office is having influence. And in order to be able to have influence, you have to be present.
But Sheets' Democratic opponent, Clayton Tucker, actually agrees with Miller.
I just come up with the perspective that every tool should be on the table.
Tucker said he would push for the use of SWAS in conjunction with sterile flies. He worries a sterile fly approach would take years to effectively work, time the state does not have.
So is that going to be 2 or 3 years of dead cats and dead dogs? 2 or 3 years of dead cattle? Like, that's not okay for me. That's unacceptable.
In Austin, I'm Dylan McKim.